When you find yourself broke, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, or even hopeless. But many of the world's most successful billionaires have been in similar situations, struggling with debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or facing setbacks that threaten to derail their dreams. What sets them apart isn't just their eventual wealth, but the mindset and actions they adopted when times were tough. Drawing on the wisdom of self made billionaires, let's explore what you can do when you're broke and how these strategies can transform your situation and your outlook. First, it's crucial to accept your current reality without shame or denial. Oprah Winfrey, who grew up in poverty, often speaks about the importance of self awareness. She says that you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Take a clear eyed look at your finances. List your debts, your income, and your necessary expenses. As daunting as this step may feel, it's the foundation upon which all progress is built. Once you've assessed your situation, the next step is to take responsibility. Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, emphasizes that blaming others or external circumstances won't help. He advises, if you aren't where you want to be, look in the mirror. This doesn't mean beating yourself up. It means recognizing that you have the power to make changes, even if those changes start small. Next, focus on reducing unnecessary expenses. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, is famous for his frugality. Despite his immense wealth, he still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. Buffett suggests that living below your means is a critical habit, no matter your income level. Review your spending and cut out anything that isn't essential. This might mean cooking at home instead of eating out, canceling unused subscriptions, or finding free alternatives for entertainment. But cutting costs is only one side of the equation. The other is increasing your income. Many billionaires started with side hustles or odd jobs before their big breakthroughs. Elon Musk, for example, sold homemade video games and coded websites before founding his first major company. Ask yourself, what skills or talents do you have that others might pay for? Can you tutor, freelance, babysit, or offer services in your community? In the digital age, opportunities abound. You might drive for a ride-share company, sell handmade goods online, or take on remote work. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, often talks about the power of experimentation. When you're broke, you may feel like you have nothing to lose, so this is the perfect time to try new things. Start small, learn from failures, and don't be afraid to pivot if something isn't working. Bezos' philosophy is that every setback contains valuable lessons that can guide you to future success. Education is another key investment. Many billionaires, including Bill Gates, credit their success to an insatiable curiosity and a commitment to lifelong learning. You don't need to enroll in expensive courses. There are countless free resources online, from tutorials to podcasts to ebooks. Focus on building skills that are in demand, whether that's coding, writing, digital marketing, or even financial literacy. The more you know, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. Networking is also vital. As Mark Cuban, billionaire entrepreneur and owner of the Dallas Mavericks, points out, your network is your net worth. Reach out to friends, family, and acquaintances. Attend local meetups, join online forums, or volunteer in your community. You never know where a conversation might lead. A new job, a business idea, or a mentor who can guide you through tough times. Speaking of mentors, seek out people who have overcome financial hardship themselves. Many successful individuals are willing to share their stories and advice. Read biographies, listen to interviews, or even send a polite email asking for guidance. Learning from those who have walked the path before you can provide both inspiration and practical tips. Mindset matters enormously. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, attributes much of her success to resilience and optimism. She says, embrace failure and keep going. When you're broke, setbacks are inevitable. What matters is how you respond. Instead of seeing obstacles as dead ends, view them as detours, opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Another lesson from billionaires is the importance of setting clear, achievable goals. John Paul DeJoria, who was once homeless before co founding Paul Mitchell Hair Products, advises breaking big challenges into small, manageable steps. Set daily or weekly targets, whether that's saving a certain amount, applying for jobs, or learning a new skill. Celebrate your progress, no matter how modest. It's proof that you're moving forward. Generosity might seem counterintuitive when you're broke, but many billionaires insist on its importance. Tony Robbins, the motivational speaker and entrepreneur, recalls how he gave away his last few dollars as a young man, believing that abundance starts with a giving spirit. Volunteering your time, helping others, or even sharing a kind word can boost your mood, expand your network, and remind you that wealth isn't just about money. Don't forget to take care of your physical and mental health. Stress, anxiety, and exhaustion can sap your energy and cloud your judgment. Ariana Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, learned the hard way that burnout is the enemy of success. Prioritize sleep, exercise, and mindfulness, even if it's just a daily walk or a few minutes of meditation. Finally, remember that being broke is a temporary condition, not a permanent identity. Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, grew up in a poor neighborhood but never let his circumstances define him. He says, dream more than others think practical, expect more than others think possible. Hold on to your vision of a better future, even when the present feels bleak. In summary, when you're broke, the most successful billionaires agree. Face reality with courage. Take responsibility, cut expenses, find ways to earn more, keep learning, build your network, seek mentors, cultivate resilience, set goals, practice generosity, care for your health, and never lose hope. These aren't just strategies for surviving hard times. They are the very habits that pave the way to long-term success. Remember, many of today's billionaires started with nothing. What they had was a willingness to act, to learn, and to persist. So can you.